All right, guys, with the election just a few months away, and tomorrow we have the big debate, Trump versus Harris. We're seeing a change in some poll numbers over the last month. It looks like Harris has completely lost her little bump she got at the Democrat convention. And you're now starting to see the articles come out just one day before the debate talking about how Trump is essentially up in the polls. And a lot of these polls where you see Trump, where they say he's down one or he's tied or he's even up one, if you go back to 2016, you'll see that when Trump is down like 1 or 2% in the poll, that really means he's up like 4 or 5 points. Because a lot of people, when these pollsters call them, and I know a lot of people in my family like this, like my mom's one of these people. My mom and I were just at Trump Vineyard in Charlottesville, Virginia last week. She's like a big Trump person now, but she's been a lifelong liberal. And if anybody were to stop her on the street and say who you're voting for, she'd probably be pressured into saying Democrats because she just doesn't want to admit it. For whatever reason, people are afraid. I get it. People don't want to lose their jobs. People just don't want to argue with people because the one thing with liberal Democrats is they will just make your life miserable. They'll try to get you canceled. They might even assault you physically. They're very violent people. And I totally understand why when liberal Democrats call people to do these polls, they're just basically, they're afraid to say they're going to vote for Trump. So here's a poll that just came out today. Polling guru Nate Silver predicts Trump has a 64% chance of winning the Electoral College in latest forecast. So this is big. Polling guru Nate Silver, his election prediction model gave Trump 63.8% chance of winning the Electoral College in an update to his latest election forecast on Sunday. Harris has come out ahead in several national polls and swing state polls since taking over the top of the ticket. However, the results of the new Siena College poll, according to Nate Silver, show that the results of the poll confirmed his election model view that there was a shift in momentum. And like I said, I think what you're seeing right now is Kamala had that little bump going into the convention. Everybody is like, oh my God, thank God Biden's out of this thing. Kamala gets in. Everybody, all the Democrats are all pumped up just because it's not Joe Biden. And now she's been doing this shit for the last 50, 60 days. And people are starting to say, wait, okay, we don't have Biden in here right now, but Camilla is really no better. She can't give an interview. She can't talk. Every time she opens her mouth and it's unscripted, she says the wrong thing. She's just not very likable. And you're starting to see that little bump fall off and Trump take the lead here. So interesting stuff, if you ask me. And this is on the Hill right here, national outlets. New poll delivers warning signals to Harris. A string of recent polls is delivering warning signs for Vice President Harris ahead of the critical presidential debate on Tuesday. A New York Times Siena College poll released Sunday showed former President Trump holding a 1-point lead nationally, suggesting the Harris honeymoon as the Democratic nominee could be coming to an end. And again, if you're looking at the swing states that matter right now, essentially every poll right now for every swing state that matters, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, they essentially all have Trump either tied with Kamala Harris, 1 point above Kamala Harris, or 1 point below Kamala Harris. And like I said, if you go back to 2016, and I can even pull it up right now, look at 2016 on election day. Clinton was up 45-41 for Trump. Like, she was essentially supposed to win this election, and people were just like, hey, we're not going to admit we're voting for Trump. And he ended up pretty much beating Clinton in the landslide. Even if you look at between Trump and Biden in 2020, Biden was up like 3, 4, 5 points, and he only beat Trump by like 40,000 votes. So whenever you see these, essentially, Trump has never had stronger polls ever. Not in 2016, not in 2020. Right now are Trump's strongest polls. So when you see these polls showing Trump tied with Kamala Harris, he's really probably up 5 or 6 points. So I don't want to get too ahead of myself because anything could happen in this election. anything could happen tomorrow in this debate. But as of right now, it looks like Trump is probably going to win this election in a landslide. And like I said, if you look at these articles, Kamala Harris suffers poll blow, had a critical Trump debate. This is Yahoo News, and Yahoo is not a conservative news outlet. Even CNN, of course, they're not conservative. They're kind of talking about it a little bit, how the race is very tight right now.
Better. So I just want to take a look at Pennsylvania, and what we see is a tightening race in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. All right, this is Harris versus Trump margin in the great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. A month ago, when you looked at the polls, New York Times +4 Harris, +3 Quinnipiac for Harris, Franklin and Marshall +3 for Harris. But look at polls that have come out over the last week or so, and what do we see? We see a much tighter race. We see a tie in the CBS YouGov poll. We see a tie in the CNN SSRS poll. And this, to me, is part of an emerging pattern, which is in a very pivotal state. What we saw was a small Harris lead, but within the margin of error, becoming a race that is way, way, way too close to call at this particular point.
Anyway, to me, this is fascinating. So Camilla got that bump. She got that 3% bump, 3-point bump during the convention, which pretty much means Trump was still up by 1 or 2 points, but okay, she got a bump. Now she lost that complete pump, and now she's right back down to either being tied or below for Trump. Anyway, like I said, Trump and Harris, they're pretty much at a dead heat right now in all these polls, and that pretty much means Trump is up 4 or 5%. So Camilla has lost all of her gains. This is great news, and even the mainstream liberal Democrat media is pretty much pointing that out. Now, anything could happen tomorrow. Of course, we have the debate. I'm going to be making some videos. Maybe I'll even live stream it. I don't know what's going to happen precisely, but I think Trump's going to end up clobbering Camilla. She has too much baggage, guys. She has too much baggage. Trump's mic is going to be muted, so she's not going to be able to come in and say, I'm speaking right now. I'm speaking, which whatever, like people say that was like, that made she did a good job in like 2020 against Pence because she could keep saying, I'm speaking right now. Stop interrupting me. I'm a black woman. I'm speaking. So none of that. She can't do any of that right now. So Trump can't even interrupt her. So essentially, she's going to be her own worst enemy. Every time she talks and tries to answer a question, Trump's just going to come back in a nice, calm manner and basically just gut everything she said. Oh, well, you were the border czar for the last 3 years. Oh, we have migrants taking over small towns right now. We have Haitian migrants eating people's pets right now in like Ohio or whatever it is. We have rapes, murders up like hundreds of percent, illegal immigrants killing people left and right. What exactly did you do for the last 3 years? I mean, all Trump has to do is stick to the basics. This should be a very easy debate for Trump. As long as he doesn't do anything stupid, say something stupid. He can't be calling Kamala Harris dumb, although I do think she is dumb. I think she fucked her way to the top. We all know women. We all know women in our life who fucked their way to the top and aren't very smart. And I can name a lot of women, I'm not going to name them, but who fucked their way to the top, and that's all she is. She was hanging out with rappers and fucking Montel Williams and all sorts of people back in the day trying to get to the top. Mayors, these black mayors of these cities, and they basically appointed her to positions of power because she sucked dick to get to the top. And we all know people like that. Essentially, she's a ghetto whore. That's really all she is. But anyway, I digress. All Trump has to do tomorrow is stick to the basics. He should not call her stupid. He shouldn't say anything out of line. Just come back with rebuttals, state the facts, and she is going to be dead in the water because the policies suck, the inflation suck, the migrants suck, the market sucks, the job market's coming down right now, the Afghanistan withdrawal, everything going on right now is just like complete hell for the Democrats, and they know it. So I think you're going to see her tomorrow because she hasn't done a debate since 2020. And let's be honest, she was debating Pence, and Pence is like a Dinkleberry. Like he's like pathetic. Like Mike Pence is a pathetic politician. Trump only picked him because he needed to pick an established politician. to appeal to the religious base of the Republican Party. He turned out to be worthless. I mean, I could easily pick apart Mike Pence. So Kamala Harris went up against Mike Pence, and she did a somewhat decent job. Okay, this isn't going up against Mike Pence. When she went up against other people like Tulsi Gabbard and all these other people, she only made it 1 or 2 debates, and she had like 1% in the polls, and she dropped out. So she's not a good debater. I don't care what people say. She's not a good debater. And going up against Trump, I think she's going to get clobbered. Trump's unpredictable. I hope he doesn't do anything stupid. Like I said, I hope he just sticks to the basics. But tomorrow should be interesting. I can't wait. I'll be watching TV starting at 5 o'clock tomorrow. And maybe I'll make a live stream. I'm definitely going to make a video tomorrow. Maybe I'll make a crypto video tomorrow too. I know a lot of you guys are used to my crypto videos. Not much is going on in Bitcoin. It's coming up right now from 54,000. Like, who freaking cares? It's kind of boring right now. We're in a range. And right now I'm all about politics, and I'm all about Trump, and I'm all about the elections. All right, guys, if you're new to my channel watching these videos, I'm going to do a lot more of these political videos, Trump videos, Republican videos. So like and subscribe. Talk to you later.